Hey, this is Sebastian for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and I'm joined by
Mem from Exumer, lead singer.
The Raging Tides is released on the 29th of January. Can you give us a brief insight into the ideas and meaning of the title, The Raging Tides?
Basically, the title reflects conceptually what I've been kind of writing about on this record. All of the 10 songs really kind of like go into some form of abuse of human beings perpetrated by other human beings, kind of causing misery, despair, by means of torture and other means, and basically done for personal gain and using religion or economics or politics in order to get a leg up over others. And the Raging Tides, the title represents the ebb and flow of human suffering and conflict all around the world, basically.
Something that's very, very relevant today. Yeah, it's a brutal beast of an album. My personal favourites are Catatonic and Sinister Souls. I mean,
cool. Yeah,
obviously you'll love all of the tracks.
Great.
But if you had to choose two that mean the most to you from the album, which ones and why?
It's a hard one. I like a lot of them. I like the title track a lot. I'll give you three. I like the title track a lot because it's just a very kind of like, it's a great opener, I think. I like Welcome to Hellfire a lot. And the reason for it is just because the vibe of the music pretty much fits the vibe of my lyrics. That song discusses, like I had the idea for the song lyrically after I listened to the radio about an Amnesty International report that was released about a prison in Nigeria, and the conditions there were so bad that they had this sign hanging over at the entrance said "Welcome to Hellfire," and I just think, you know, the way the vocals and everything come together on that song is great. And I like Shadow Walker a lot too. Again, lyrically and the feel of the song, or just, you know, the riffs, the way we conveyed the entire story, and that it all flows really nice. So those are my three favorites, I would say.
Exumer started in the 80s, broke up in the 90s, and then reformed in 2008. Did you ever think you'd still be doing what you love in 2016 and have such a huge fanatic fan base worldwide?
It's kind of, you know, like obviously when you're 18 years old, or when that was my age when Possessed by Fire was released. Didn't think that, but you know, as the years progressed, I saw that, you know, a lot of styles of music kind of like lived to be cyclical. You know, they just kind of came in and out of style, and thrash kind of like always stayed in a weird way, and then obviously it went through a renaissance in the mid 2000s to the late 2000s with a whole bunch of newer bands. But I think the thing with thrash is that because it's composed of like a punk and hardcore attitude mixed with like heavy metal, and you know, the aggression of punk and hardcore and like traditional metal playing too, it's just kind of like it kind of gave me hope that we'll be able to do what we do for a long time, and especially when I called Ray in 2008 and I said, let's get the band back together and, you know, go for it one last time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of was hopeful that we would have the perception that we do have, and, you know, I'm quite aware we're a smaller band, and you know, we just need loyal fans, and luckily we do have them.
What are your feelings on mosh pits, and do you still indulge?
That's great. They're great. I actually stage dived last summer at the Headbangers Open Air in Germany. It was crazy. It was a great pit.
Cool. Because I don't know if it's the same over in the States and Germany. Well, I go to Belgium a lot, but I mean, I'm in my 40s, and I've been in a mosh pit, and we've had like the health and safety police stopping you do it. It's
Really?
just, yeah, seriously,
Like,
man.
I always thought the fans themselves were the health and safety. Yeah, I mean, when we played Wacken last year, there was definitely an understanding that I was not supposed to encourage anybody to do circle pit or any kind of anything. That's big festivals for you.
This year, where are you going to be this year?
So far, we have Europe coming up a little over a week from now. We're going to be heading to Spain, Italy, Germany, Poland, the Netherlands, and then we have South America and Central America lined up. And we hope to come back to Europe for some summer festivals. So it's going to be a busy year this year.
Hopefully you get the Bloodstock, even download, something like that. That'd be cool.
Well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. If we don't do it this year, we'll definitely try to do it next year. But
Awesome.
if the call comes, we're ready.
South America seems to have a hell of a thrash following, doesn't it?
Oh my God! And we've been on Fire and Damnation, the album before the Raging Tides we did for Metal Blade. We were there 3 times for that record. It was, and every time we came back home, another call came in and was like, "Hey, can you come and do these 2 festivals, or can you come for another run, or can you do?" All right.
Yeah, Onslaught go over there a hell of a lot as well, don't they?
Yeah. It's just it's a good scene. People, show up for the shows. Bands get paid. Bands can sell their merchandise. It's actually a really nice thing.
Can you tell me why we should buy the Raging Tides?
If you're into very aggressive, straightforward thrash that has a strong 80s feel but an updated sound, then you should definitely check it out. And I swear to you, you won't be disappointed. So far, I have not heard anyone saying the contrary. So I'm very hopeful that everybody who checks it out will have a positive experience with it.
Definitely, I can attest to it. It's fantastic. I mean, because I review a lot of bands, you forget sometimes your thrash roots, and then I was like, fuck me, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, seriously. Can you give me a short phrase that sums up the feelings in the Exumer camp right now?
Eager to attack.
Cool. Have you got 4 words to describe Exumer?
Yeah. Hungry, aggressive, consistent, and fair.
All right, I've got a silly question, but this sort of relates to Germany. Bratwurst or Beck's?
Beck's.
Gotta be. Or Beck's on Bratwurst, Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Can you give me some final words for your fans and our listeners?
Yes, thank you for your support over the past 3 decades. Or if you're a new fan, thank you for picking up the new album, and hope to see you on the road. This is Mem from Exumer, and you're listening to the Metal Gods Meltdown.